Thomasha.
Yeah, Masha! Woo, woo! Say woo, woo!
Diploma Early Childhood Education. Sharon Howell.
Beautiful mother. She was a beautiful person. That's what I saw her. She was a beautiful person.
2-year-old Dynasty will now grow up without her mother. Thomasha Ussery shot and killed early Sunday morning. Dylan Thomas is trying to understand how anyone could murder his child's mother, the woman he loves.
22-year-old Thomasha Ussery was a caring, loving, ambitious, and beautiful soul, both inside and out. She was a true go-getter, always accomplishing every goal she set for herself. Thomasha recently graduated from Stossenberger College, where she received a diploma in dental assisting. Most importantly, she was a devoted mother to a 5-year-old boy and a 2-year-old baby girl. Things were looking up for Thomasha. She was continuing to set goals for herself and looking forward to what the future had to offer. Never did she think that she wouldn't be around to enjoy all that she had worked so hard for. Around 4:40 a.m. on July 9th, Cleveland police were called to the 1800 block of Taylor Road in East Cleveland for reports of a shooting. Upon arrival, they would locate an unresponsive adult female in a parking lot behind an apartment building. The victim was identified by the Cuyahoga County Medical Examiner's Office as 22-year-old Thomasha Ussery, who was transported to University Hospital, where she was sadly succumbed to her injuries. An investigation revealed that Thomasha was hanging with a group of women when she and one of the women began arguing, exchanging insults back and forth. At some point, the female suspect, identified as 24-year-old Amelia Jackson, approached Thomasha with a gun. She immediately attempted to run away, pleading for her life. A single gunshot went off, striking her, causing her to collapse into the arms of one of her friends. Surveillance footage captured the entire incident, a key piece of evidence, helping detectives solve the case in just 18 hours.
George spoke to the woman's family, who is struggling just to comprehend what happened.
Beautiful mother. She was a beautiful person. That's what I saw her. She was a beautiful person.
2-year-old Dynasty will now grow up without her mother. Thomasha Ussery shot and killed early Sunday morning. Dylan Thomas is trying to understand how anyone could murder his child's mother, the woman he loves.
That's the big question here, though. She's a good person. She's not a aggressive or violent person. She's like a loving person. So it's just a lot right now to figure out how this happened, how the altercation happened, what would make the person go that far to do it.
East Cleveland police responding to the scene on Terrace near Taylor Road behind this apartment building. Sadly, the 22-year-old was already dead. Her mother-in-law says when they arrived, witnesses described the chaos leading up to the shooting.
They heard an argument really fast. Then they heard a pop. They all said when they heard the pop, they rushed to the windows, then down the stairs and out the door to rush to her rescue. At that time, they saw the young ladies that were with her sitting on her, trying to stop the bleeding and yelling for someone to call the police and EMS.
Thomas had just heard from the young mother hours before the shooting. Nothing seemed wrong. He didn't think that would be their last conversation. Ussery's family says she accomplished every goal she set out to do.
Shooting for the stars in every aspect of the word. Every day she set a goal, and I watched her knock these goals down.
She went to school. She finished for a dental assistant. She went back for STNA. She was somebody.
Thomas now focusing on doubling up the love for their daughter.
I just try to show her the most love I can.
And there are cameras pointing in the direction of where this shooting happened. Police are currently checking the video.
Police would quickly announce the arrest of 24-year-old Amelia Jackson, who turned herself in roughly a day after shooting and killing Thomasha Ussery. She is being charged with aggravated murder. Ironically, Jackson had no prior record before the incident. Detectives are still working to determine exactly what led up to the argument and why it went as far as someone having to lose their life. The case remains ongoing.
I'm just real glad that they actually got the shooter.
24-year-old Amelia Patrice Jackson, a woman accused of murdering a young mother. Police say Jackson shot and killed 22-year-old Thomasha Ussery early Sunday morning. It started as a fight and ended deadly.
A simple argument. These were young people. and it escalated from a fight to simply a shooting.
Ussery was shot on Terrace Road in this parking lot behind an apartment building. Police say Ussery, Jackson, and a few other women were all together. On their car ride over to Terrace Road, Jackson and Ussery started arguing. When they pulled up, things got worse.
Calling each other names and stuff like that. And then our female suspect approaches the victim. The victim tries to run from her. Obviously, she sees the firearm at that time. She basically pleads for her life, and you hear one gunshot go off, and you see her fall down into the arms of one of her friends.
Jackson hopped into a car and took off. Did your daughter know her?
No, my daughter did not know her. These were new people that she was just introduced to.
This entire tragedy was caught on surveillance video, a key piece of evidence to this case, a case police say they solved in 18 hours.
The suspect turned herself in. We were very fortunate to get her and solve it as soon as we did.
Ussery now leaving behind a legacy, her 2 children, Dynasty and DJ.
They have to grow without their mom.
Their mother, who at 22 years old accomplished so much and looked forward to more.
She had a future. Then she was going to start learning how to sew, to make clothes. You know, she was very outstanding.
She was a loving person with a kind heart, and my baby just did not deserve it.
And Jackson is charged with aggravated murder. Police say she had no prior record up until this incident. Police also recovered the murder weapon.